Boom! What's happening, people? Welcome to the reaction video to the game that we just did, Arsenal versus Liverpool. It wasn't the greatest match, to be honest with you, so I'm going to be very brief. There's not much to talk about. It was a 0-0 draw. So let's get into it. Let's go. Pew! Right, so first thing I want to say is Arsenal missed an opportunity with this one. Absolutely. I know we're still 6 points ahead of Manchester City and Aston Villa, but this was a missed opportunity from Arsenal to make the gap wider and bigger, because when your rivals drop points, that's what you're supposed to do. Yes, Liverpool came to the Emirates. Liverpool are no mugs. They obviously know how to play. They are the champions from last season. They've had a rough season this season, but it's still the same team, and they've added more quality to it. It's starting to gel now. It's starting to come together, and they managed to come and take points from us at the London Emirates. Now, I'm very unhappy with this, and I'll tell you why. The Arsenal players, didn't really play very well. They didn't come off the block straight away. The first half, yeah, we played better than Liverpool. We dominated. We had pinned them down in their own half. We were the ones creating more, but I felt like they had a lot of control over Saka. Every time he had the ball, 3 players instantly ran to him. So they kind of like nullified his threat. Trossard wasn't really doing much on the left-hand side. Declan Rice did not have the greatest game. Zubamendi played pretty decent. Martin Odegaard played pretty decent. Gyökeres was a non-existence in the first half and the second half. I believe he's only had 2 touches. I don't look at the stats or anything like that. I'm starting to get severely frustrated with Gyökeres. Now, look, let me tell you guys something. I don't like slagging off my own players. I don't like disrespecting my own players, and I will always support the Arsenal players. Anybody that puts on the Arsenal emblem, I'm there to support you regardless, whether it's staff, management, whatever. Victor Gyökeres, I don't know if you're going to get to see this. Doubtful that you'll see this. Victor Gyökeres, you need to do something quick, because your stock is plummeting. And it's going down, 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 deeper and deeper and deeper, my friend. You need to do something. Go and get a private fitness coach or whatever, or get Mikel Arteta to put you on a different regime, or maybe come off the bench from now on. Don't even start the games, because you're starting to look ridiculous. You're starting to look like a yoke and not a Gyökeres. A yoke or a joke. A Gyökeres rather than a Gyökeres. That's what I meant to say. And it's not good enough. What you're doing is not good enough. You have no pace. You don't, no defender worries about you. Every single defender, from the Man City defense all the way to Wolves at the bottom of the league, feel very comfortable playing against you. That's not the Arsenal standard. That's not a Thierry Henry standard. That's not an Ian Wright standard. That's not even a Wiltord standard, let alone anyone else like a Van Persie or a Arshavin or many others that played for the Arsenal up front. Your standard is so low, it's unbelievable. We needed you in this game. Where was you? Nowhere to be seen. You had 2 touches. This is unbelievable, man. I can't understand it. Which one of the Arsenal scouts looked around Europe and thought Gyökeres is the best fit for our team? Because he deserves a slap in his face just for the thought of it. I watched Sesko yesterday in the highlights, and he looked 10 times the player that Gyökeres looked like. And I'm only saying this because I want to give you the anger to go and improve. I'm only slagging you off because I want to give you the motivation to go and get better, because what you're doing for the Arsenal right now, it's not good enough. It isn't. I mean, it's doubtful you'll even get into the Brentford team or the Brighton team or a Crystal Palace team. You wouldn't even probably get into the Wolves team or the West Ham team the way you're playing, let alone at Arsenal. This is not good enough. Do you know how excited the Arsenal fan base was when you came in? Do you know how excited the Arsenal fan base was doing your celebration. Don't even bother doing that celebration ever again in your life, because that celebration will always be linked with your failure in the first season at Arsenal. Because that's what you're doing right now. You're failing. You're failing yourself and you're failing the club you signed for. This is the type of games we needed you. When the rest of the team are not playing to their best abilities, they need you to step up, lead from the front. You were nowhere to be seen. You did nothing for the team. Gabriel Jesus came on in his first minute, probably had more touches than you had in the last 3 games. This is unacceptable. I don't understand why Mikel Arteta is still playing him. If Mikel Arteta puts him in on the next game, I'm going to lose the plot. Because once again, Arsenal are starting to drop points in January. Once again, it started with Liverpool. 2 seasons ago when we lost to Man City by a point or so, this is how it started. It started with Liverpool at Anfield. We were winning 2-0. They got 2 goals back. We ended up drawing 2-2. Right? From there, we ended up losing to Aston Villa, losing to West Ham, drawing with Southampton, and threw the league away. This is unacceptable. This was supposed to be our opportunity to show the rest of the Premier League why we are champions elect. Now you can come and tell me, yeah, but it's Liverpool and they're champions. Liverpool this season are not the same Liverpool from last season. Last season they weren't all that. Last season, really and truly, we should have been champions. Last season, we dropped 21 points from a leading position. Had we got those 21 points, Liverpool would not have been the champions. Is Arsenal once again shooting themselves in the foot? Now, our fixture lineup is not as bad as other teams are. We've played most of the big teams away from home already. We've played most of the banana skins away from home already. However, dropping points today was not acceptable. Today should have been the day where we said, yes, this is going to be our season. Now, once again, Arsenal fans have to be there twiddling their thumbs and worrying and biting their nails and sitting on the edge of their seat. Why? Because you've put us in this position again. Why can you never make the statements that we want you to make? Why do we always have to watch you at this time of the season and start worrying and panicking that you're going to throw it all away? It's been a terrible day. Congratulations to Liverpool. I don't have much of it to say. It was a boring 0-0. All I can say is either bench Gyökeres or get a replacement for him now, because what he is doing is not good enough. And I'm severely disappointed in this Arsenal team today. Severely. Because one, not everyone was playing to their best ability. Not every single player stepped up for the occasion. They didn't. Today should have been an occasion for us to put the league to bed. Instead, we opened the gate for people to come in. We opened the gate for Man City and Aston Villa to still be in this race. And that's not acceptable. Man City would not have done it. Liverpool would not have done it. Man United of old would not have done it. Chelsea of old would not have done it. Why is it that Arsenal constantly does it? Why do we keep giving people opportunities to come back into the league? Why can't we go for the jugular and shut everyone up and make sure that we win this league comfortably? And I'm going to leave it at that. I'll see you next time. Boom!